PayPal on tilt. Yes, sir. And he got some side bets off of me too.
Yeah. Shoulda did, then you better tell him.
There's one dude, man, I hit for $1,000. I hit for a whole stack. On side bets. To see who can last long. Yeah, bro. Because niggas just started talking hella shit. That one dude was like, well shit, all y'all shut the fuck up. 500 on whoever lasts the longest. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, shit, I'm on that, nigga. That bet's good. And that's how I got in the first one. It's 500. No, just me and the dude. There was supposed to be somebody else. There was supposed to be another cat that was hyping it up a little bit.
So it ended up 500 out of y'all two. Yeah. Whoever lasts longest.
Yeah, and then he dropped out when we both sent our money in. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. So it's supposed to be 3 ways.
So it ended up being 2.
Yeah, it just ended up being me and the dude.
And he paid up.
Yeah, we sent our money in to one of the dudes before the game.
Oh, okay.
So the money was already, already secured.
Yeah.
DC held the money. DMV held the money that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, we here. We in the session. I'm about to first wardrobe head to the white meat. Let's go, Juju. Get him, Juju. I gotta put on some things.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
I'm gonna get him at least 10.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
That's not going
and the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Which is some bullshit. When that nigga catch a rail, he gone.
That's a lot of snow right now.
Yeah. Man, I'm feeling this chick, man. I knew her from school. Like she bad, T Street.
Ran back and forth.
Yeah, I went to school with her back at the U. And she a lawyer now. She's doing good for herself. But it's just like I just can't see a female right now. And I already know it'll be good. You know what I'm saying? By how she is. I already know how she is. But I'm just like, shit. Nah, man. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. And that's how I tell them too. Like straight up. Like, I ain't got time for all that.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come hard off the edge. He was going to have instant pressure. Well, that's a plan anyway. You know. That formation.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
They'll run with White. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a carry for White. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, They're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll go on the ground. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Good play.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ben to throw again. He's got Curse. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. First carry for James Conner. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. I got it left. Snickers, 66.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurate when he throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Roethlisberger. And now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
20! Like 20!
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Here's Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with Harris. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
They're at 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Like 20. Snickers, 66. Whoa!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. Set! Like 30!
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this throw will be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Dorsett on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
72. 54. Go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's Ryan Allen now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive will start with Connor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And got his man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Back now in Pittsburgh. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Third down. That's White. Powers through. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a giveaway. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On the give, this is their fullback. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Brady. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This no gimme in the snow. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. This no gimme in the snow. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Connor. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Curse. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for New England, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app. Money and company, nah, baby. I don't know the company.
You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this fro. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the night crumping. Why playing games? They don't want no problems with me. Got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bag. Someone, send them. Well, opposition, they move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks going too close? Folks play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler, leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Can you hear me?